It's Whiskey and Whiskers, your favorite podcast all about whiskey
and whiskers.
Very good, Chad. That was beautiful. On today's episode, we're going to discuss the beautiful things known as New Year's. Will we die? Will Y2k happen? Find out on today's episode.
Dun dun dun.
Episode 5.
Was it 5 already?
1, 2, 3, Christmas. Yeah, 5. Episode 5.
Our podcast can start kindergarten now.
No, wait, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to set up our Instagram. If you are on the Instagrams,
Oh, we're really good at it.
or what the kids call these days, the grams, follow us. We're on there. It's Whiskey and Whiskers podcast. What is it called?
I'm going to let you look because I have no idea.
Yeah, Whiskey and Whiskers podcast. Follow us on there. You'll see our beautiful faces doing the smile. I'm pretty proud of that graphic. I drew that.
I actually am too.
I worked really, really hard on that.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, I liked it.
I mean, it really wasn't that hard.
Either way, I'm really
It
proud
took me a couple hours to do that. But yeah, anyway, Chad, how are you, man?
I am good.
It's
How
so
are
good
you?
to see. I'm good. It's so good to see you in the studio again. Also known as my
I was
basement.
going to say,
This is the whiskey. This is like the epitome of Whiskey and Whiskers. When you think of Whiskey and Whiskers,
you think of a dirty basement.
You do.
That's exactly.
you do. You think of the room that Buffalo Dan used to sleep in, where the water has leaked and there's still a drip I need to fix.
When I think of
There's
whiskey, I
movie
do
posters
think
on
of
the
Buffalo
wall.
Dan. Movie
True.
posters now, but if anybody wants to sponsor us with theirs, their poster. can
Yeah,
be on.
if you want to, we'll frame it all up to where you don't see me and you don't see that angle. You see
We
whatever
see us
your
and
logo
behind
is
me.
back
Plenty of
there.
room here.
Today's episode is coming out on New Year's Day.
Really?
Yes, Happy New Year's, Chad.
Happy New Year's.
It's
Eve,
not truly New Year's here, but we're close. We've got like a month left.
No.
What do I do with my
less than that.
coffee? Whiskey and Whiskers this week is brought to you by coffee. Because we are up early recording shows.
You are jacked up.
Talk for just a second. I'm going to look intimately into the camera and sip my coffee.
Oh. How's that coffee taste, buddy?
I don't know. I haven't got to taste it yet.
You could
Don't
be tasting
ask-
it right now instead of
Don't
talking
ask
to
me
me.
questions while I'm trying to sip it.
Sorry. I'm not going to talk now.
You could talk about something besides me sipping the coffee. Anything, Chad.
No. I hope you get it in your whiskers. Come on, take a drink, buddy.
I'm trying. You won't let me. Here we go.
It's Folgers in your cup.
Ding.
Folgers want to sponsor us.
Is this Folgers? This is. I'm drinking Folgers
doing-
Black Silk.
Anything, any plug going to happen, I'm just going to say sponsor us. Somebody's bound to.
We're using newer mics. If they want to sponsor us, they can. Canon cameras. I would love
One day it'll
to be
work.
sponsored by them. I got
It'll be-
Mac. We got PV. Anybody wants to sponsor us? We need money. I would
3
love
months
to
from now,
do
who
this
does
full
sponsor
time.
us? This podcast is sponsored by Pornhub and Duke's Mayonnaise.
Did you say Pornhub and
Pornhub and Duke's Mayonnaise.
Oh,
Not
Lord.
exclusively together, but
What?
not exclusively together, but
Oh.
some people like a ham sandwich and a gangbang. Who knows?
Oh, my God. All right. I might have to edit all of that out.
Probably.
I'll probably leave it just because it's hilarious
It is.
and incredibly gross, Chad. I think I lost a tiny bit of respect for you on that one.
You had a little respect for me?
Just a little.
Oh, well, there it went.
Oh, man. Have you got the dummy of the week ready? The New Year's dummy of the week? You forgot
No,
to set that up, didn't you?
I did.
Well, we'll come back to it, I guess. I don't know what we were going to do. We need the dummy of the week.
I'm sorry. Well, I have another dummy in a week. Just it ain't New Year's related.
We need it's a New Year's themed show. We got to have find the dummy of the week. I'll do the whiskey of the week.
Okay.
Since we haven't done that yet. This week's whiskey of the week. I check the cameras, make sure they're both recording.
Yeah, mine's good.
We got a special one for you. This is one that I actually stole from Buffalo Dan. By stole, I mean he moved out and he left it in my liquor cabinet. So, is that stealing? I didn't tell him. He's married. He probably can't drink anymore. You don't get to start drinking until you've at least been married for like 4 years and have kids because they lead you to drinking. This week's
Fair
whiskey of the week is Wild Turkey Rare Bird. It is barrel proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So it's actually a
I
whiskey.
have not had this.
This is a bourbon and buttholes edition, as you could hear at the beginning of the intro.
Bourbon and Butthole.
I love that. Again, I would like to thank Jay for making that intro for us. That was incredible, Jay. Thank you so much. Sorry, I burped on this. Anyway, this is
Of course you did.
I burped on this. I burped on the whiskey. This is a 112 proof whiskey, Chad. Have you ever had it before? The Rare Bird.
I have not.
This stuff, it's stout. You do want to water it down a tiny bit, just like 2 cubes of ice, and you should be fine. That's what I normally do. But yeah, it's good. Oh, camera stopped. Card full. What?
Well, looks like that one's done. But that's okay, guys, because you can still see me.
Trying to think how I could fix that.
You can't.
Should we just start this episode over?
No, we're doing great.
But we can't do a...
I can't bring back Pornhub and mayonnaise.
I don't want you to. But you know what time it is now, Chad?
It's Dummy of the Week. I am. A Connecticut woman was arrested on New Year's Eve of last year.
How arrested was she?
Thank you, sir. She got pulled over with an alcohol content of 0.23 from a New Year's party she just went to because she hit another car. She went home after that, went to bed, woke up, went to work the next day. At 2 p.m., she got arrested and pulled over again because she was still drunk from the night before and blew a .09 and got 2 DUIs in the same day.
What?
That's how she started her New Year's.
I wonder what her New Year's... Can't hear me, can you?
I can. Yeah.
I wonder what her New Year's resolution was. To stop
Get a cab.
Get a cab.
Download the Uber app.
Get an Uber account. I realize why this camera says it's full. I've got like...
Because it's had enough of our stuff. That's why.
Tired of our crap. I forgot to erase, like, when we went camping and it was like 15 degrees outside. I forgot to erase all that. So we may be able...
fun.
We may be able to get something now.
Cool.
Keep talking, Chad. Keep talking.
But that was the dummy of the week, so kids, don't drink and drive on New Year's. Get an Uber. I would say call me, but I'll probably be drunk too.
I think maybe instead of don't drink and drive on New Year's, you should probably say don't drink and drive, period.
I don't know, but... Thanks a lot for that.
Oh, man, Chad. Are you that dummy?
I'm not.
I think they think you are.
All right, what do we got next, sir?
The bell for moving on. What do we have next? I think so. A couple of weeks ago, or actually last week. I mean, we're on episode 5. So 4 weeks ago, with the original beginnings of the vlog.
It's around Thanksgiving.
We had a very special section.
Very special accident.
Where we called my dad.
Well, he called us.
Yeah, he did. And then the second
And
episode,
then
we
turned
called
into
him.
a segment because
And
people demanded it.
My dad is old and he's hilarious. So we've decided to make a new section.
That's half right, but
called
we'll let you guess which half.
Phone Calls with Roger.
Life advice with Roger.
Yeah, I think every time we call him, we should ask life advice.
Yeah.
Let's give him a call. I bet he doesn't answer. That'd be
if
our
he
luck.
doesn't, then we're calling your mom or somebody. We're not calling my dad because it's about...
Drunk 30.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. It's about drink o'clock for him. So no. As we say this as we're drinking. Come on, Raj.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Welcome back to Whiskey and Whiskers, Dad. How are you? Hello?
I'm fine.
He's
So-
had a heart attack.
Oh, Lord. Can you hear Chad? He's talking here, too.
Hi, Father.
Hey.
So, when we called you a couple weeks ago, we decided to make calling... Or when we called you on the last vlog, we decided to make a section of the podcast. I keep calling it a vlog.
Yeah, I'm just going to let that go.
We decided to make a new section of the podcast. Your camera stopped working.
Yeah.
Called Life Advice with Roger. Are you okay with that? I probably should have asked you that before.
Nope.
Say that again. Life advice from Roger.
Life Advice from Roger.
Okay.
What advice do you have for us?
Don't take no wooden nickel.
I told you. I told you.
We were joking on the last on the last episode we recorded, because every day when you dropped me off for middle school, it was, bye, son, love you, don't take any wooden nickels.
Yeah.
Every day. So we're doing,
One day I'm going to give him a wooden nickel and not tell him.
I'm going
see
to
if he
find
takes
one.
it.
Yes, yeah. That's a good
We
idea.
can make one, like, put in some other nickels, just hand it to him.
So, this is our New Year's episode, Dad. So, what advice do you have for the young people listening to,
Or the old, whatever.
probably just Leah listening
What
to
advice
the
do you have for
podcast?
Leah?
What New Year's advice do you have for people, Dad?
Work hard, drink none. Go to church. I don't know, Joshua.
Come on, give us 3 more good ones.
What's your resolution?
13.
13. Yes,
Yes.
I need 13 more
13.
life advices for you.
I can't do 13.
I said 3 more, but I mean, if you want to do 13.
No,
So-
I don't want to do 13.
Okay, Dad. So what's your New Year's resolutions for 2020?
Get back in church. See. Lose some more weight, exercise more. Get me a new set of teeth.
Get dentures, lose weight, go to Jesus.
Well, if you want to lose weight, you shouldn't get new dentures.
Well, I need to find
Don't
one.
take wooden dentures.
Don't take wooden dentures
Oh, I won't.
at all. Okay, Dad. Well, thanks for calling in
Hey,
or answering. What?
Yeah.
don't record this. Take it. You're not recording right now, right?
No, I haven't recording. I'll have to call you back. How about that?
Okay.
Thanks, Dad. Love you.
I need to tell you something, so call me right back.
It'll be like 30 minutes, and or 15 minutes. I'll call you right back.
Okay.
All right, bye. Oh my!
That could be an internet.
He's like, I've got to make every section of life advice with Roger. I've got to make it serious.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to give him a stern talking on how to make stuff funnier.
Or we should just warn him when we're going to call.
Yeah, we didn't give
Like,
him.
hey, 2 o'clock today, we're going to call you. Have some advice.
There's the bell, Chad. You know what that means? That's. Oh, sorry. It's not easy to sneeze and
enough.
cuss. It's like snarting.
Snarting?
You ever snarted? It's where you sneeze and fart at the same
I've never
time.
heard of snarted.
You fooped. You're fooped. Fart. What is that? That's when you fart and poop.
Poop.
What do you call it when you sneeze and poop? Shoop.
Snoop.
Snoop.
Snoopy.
Ooh, is that where his name comes from?
Nope.
Well, now we know. Now we know.
Well, that was fun.
Chad,
That's me.
there's the bell for moving on.
Yep, moving
And
on.
then slap the butt. Ooh.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Well, hello there.
That's my favorite part. Woo! So, sorry, I drank some whiskey there. So this is New Year's. Is New Year's Day when this is coming out.
Yeah.
Chad, I don't know if you know this, but something very important is happening. Actually, it happened 20 years ago. But
Global warming.
well, that's been happening.
Oh.
It gets warmer. I don't care. I don't know if you know this. 20 years ago, we were terrified of Y2k.
Still am.
Do you remember Y2k?
I do.
Do you remember,
I
like,
remember watching the ball drop like everything's going to shut off any minute.
yes. What happened? Tell us all about it. Do you want sad music?
Now. No.
No sad music? Okay, go ahead. Tell us what happened.
We're just sitting there going, if everything shuts off, what is going to happen? Which we were what? 12?
20
11,
years ago?
12, something like that?
Yeah, 20 years ago. What the hell?
11, almost 12.
Yeah.
I just remember there was a huge deal on the news.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Everybody was afraid that
everything.
everything was going to shut down.
Everybody thought it was going to like riots in the streets.
Let's be honest. It's your family. How many guns were in the room just in case it started?
Normally, there's at least 3 in the room, but Y2K, I think there were 4.
We had 1 extra, just to be safe. Should have had 2 extra
These
because it's Y2. Oh, whoa! Did they see that over there? Because that was
Pellet guns.
pure sex of pellet guns. Shotgun. That's what it is. Oh, I remember it. We were at my grandparents' house on Crabtree, probably because it's in the middle of nowhere, and we felt
Sally.
safe out there. And me and my
That'd be
friend.
the place to be, though.
Yeah, me and my friend had decided we were going to play a prank on everybody.
Your friend?
It wasn't you. I'm sorry. We
It's a whole
we were
different-
11. Did we know each other then?
We should have.
What grade are you in when you're 11?
6?
So yeah, we knew each other. This is when we first like really met, because we've been friends for about 20 years.
We were riding the bus together.
Anyway, me and a person that were there that was close to my age, we were going to play a prank on everybody. We were friends.
Hope they're dead
I'm
now.
telling them. Not
Hope
you.
they're in prison or something.
I actually haven't talked to that person in
Who
20
was
years.
it?
I don't remember his name. He was the banjo player in the band's son. Corey, maybe?
But yeah, I have no idea.
Corey? He ran around with a guy named Sean. I think he had a girlfriend named Topanga.
That was my girlfriend.
Oh, anyway, we decided we were going to play a prank on everybody, and we were going to kill the power to the house as soon as the ball dropped.
Yeah.
But we were young, and we didn't understand how power in a house worked, I guess you'd say. So instead of doing... Cricket's under the table, and she started licking my hands. I didn't know she was down here.
That was me, sorry.
You freaked me out.
Y2k!
Cricket is my dog. If you don't know, Cricket is not just some person under the table. We decided we were going to prank everybody by killing the power to the house. Everybody's watching the ball drop, and instead of, what would you do now? Flip the breaker for the whole house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know about that kind of stuff.
I'd hit the phone
So
pole
he got in the kitchen. You'd hit the phone pole.
with a tractor.
And that goes back to don't drink and drive on New Year's or New Year's Eve. Where did you get a
Or
tractor?
ever. Josh, come
Ever.
on, let's be
Yeah,
honest
sorry. That was very irresponsible of me.
We're driving on the second now.
So he goes in the kitchen, and I go in the living room, and we get at the light switches, because that was the only 2 lights that were on in the house at the time. They're like right beside each other.
That doesn't
like-
a dead giveaway at all.
3, 2, 1. And I flipped the switch in the living room, and he flipped the switch in the kitchen. We didn't think about the TV would turn off too if the power had just suddenly died. It fooled nobody.
Yeah.
It was pointless.
Got the lights back on!
Yeah, right. But Chad, I've got some facts for you that I bet
Bring
you
it.
didn't know about Y2K.
Really?
Yes. We need like some... I need to make a note
Jay,
of that
you're
one.
listening? We need more things.
Yeah. I think there's one of those on GarageBand that I could probably
Good
steal.
old Jaybird.
So, did you know, Chad, that Y2K was 20 years ago?
Yeah. I knew that one.
Okay, so that was a hard one.
I mean,
Did you know that it was known as the Millennial Bug? Sorry, Millennium Bug.
did not know that. It was
Yeah.
the millennium, but didn't know
That's what most people called it. But technical people called it the year 2000 problem.
We were smart back then, people.
They were. They were like, I don't like that name. Wait, a millennium... Maybe the dumb people called it the year 2000. I don't know. Anyway, the father...
We called it Y2K.
The person that made up the phrase Y2K was a 52-year-old. I don't know if that means he's 52 now or he's 52 then.
So he'd be 72.
I don't know. I kind of think he's 52 now, and then he would have.
He was our age
so he
then.
was 32 then. Because if he was 52 then, you think about it. If he was 52 in the 90s when computers came out, they were like, and he was there when they started. Well, maybe he was 52 then.
Yeah. He was already
don't know.
started. Computers were around since like the 50s.
Anyway, he's 52 either 20 years ago or now. His name was, or is, I don't know if he's alive. If he was 52 then, he's probably dead now. His name,
72. He might still be a kid.
you never know.
You don't know.
His name is David Eddy.
If you're listening,
Thanks a lot, David. He's also known now as the boy who cried Y2K. You get it? Like
I
the
do.
boy who cried wolf.
what if it had been right though?
Then he would be known as the.
Where would we be at right now?
He would be known as the prophet, David Eddy.
Makes sense. Like nuclear bombs would have went off and.
Well, I don't know. Like, wasn't it like? Yeah, I think that was part. What is it? You looked out the door. Somebody coming? Do we have a guest?
No. It's David. Hey.
Hey, oh my god. What was that? Oh no. So what was it? It was computers were only set to go to the year 1999 because of memory or something
Yeah.
like that. And then
But Prince also said party like it's 1999, so maybe he thought it was coming too.
because that was the last party that he was probably going to get.
You know that song was like in the 80s.
So he was singing. Maybe Prince was predicting the. What if David Eddy was a
Prince.
Whoa, that's even deeper conspiracy than I was going to say. What if David Eddy was? Yeah, there you go. I got you. What if the conspiracy corner? I just thought of a new section for this.
Well, next episode, guys.
What if David Eddy was a huge Prince fan, and
Who
he
is
heard that song, and he was like, "Party like it's 1990." That's the end of the world.
Who isn't a Prince fan? Let's be honest. Everybody should be a Prince fan.
I like his music. I haven't listened to a lot of him, if I'm honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Prince fan.
I loved the episode of New Girl that he was on.
He was on New Girl?
Yeah. They met him.
Well, he's dead now. But...
Yeah. Well, this is before he died, obviously.
Oh, I hope so.
They went to his house. He could
Oh.
control butterflies. Everybody knows Prince has those powers.
He might, actually.
Yeah.
He can play like every instrument, so that's...
Needless
He
to
was a
say,
great guitar player, too.
he was. That's one thing I do know about Prince. He
He was
was
one of the
an
best.
incredible guitar player. Much like myself.
We like music, so you hear a lot about musicians on this podcast.
That's right. That's why I wrote Freebird when I was in my teens.
Free chicken.
Ah, Chad. I love you, man.
I love me too.
We're on our 8th episode filming today.
It's 8?
You blacked out for 3 of them.
Wow. Time
Oh.
flies when we do everything in one day.
When that wild turkey starts to water down, it's a lot better.
Is it?
It's good. I mean, it was good before, but when it starts to
just
water
been
down, it's a lot
Shit
better.
with coffee, because...
When I drink it gets my motor going. Oh, Kelly Clarkson! Oh, it's starting over. Okay, it stopped. Oh, man. So, obviously, we survived. Quit licking my hands, Cricket.
It's a podcast for the Mad Max Apocalypse.
Oh, I love those movies.
New one's
Obviously,
coming out soon.
we What?
Yeah, they're making another one with Tom Hardy.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll
Is it
definitely watch
Beyond Thunderdome?
I hope so.
That would-
No, it's supposed to be continuing on.
Welcome to
I
Thunderdome!
think Tina Turner will do it again.
Oh, that would be amazing.
What's love got?
Was that in that movie?
No, and I just
Oh.
did Tina Turner.
Obviously, we made it. Y2k didn't happen. It'd been kind of cool if it did. We live in a post-apocalyptic world without computers. But now, I mean, if it wasn't for computers, we wouldn't have the podcast. There's literally 4 computer devices on the table right now. Plus the cameras. We wouldn't have those. Probably wouldn't have this thing. I mean, it's...
All the technology we got now, I think it's pretty amazing back in the 60s how they got to the moon.
Right?
Just stuff
And
like
I
that.
think they did it in like 3 years or something like that.
Yeah. Well, they started in the...
Early 60s.
Well, Kennedy started the space race in like 1960, 61, because he
Yeah.
died in 62, I believe he got assassinated. So he started the space race, and 9 years later, we're at the moon.
Didn't Magneto kill him?
He did.
I'm pretty sure that was in the movies, and those are fact. They have to be. Chad,
Turn my camera back on.
oh, hold on. Talk for just a second.
You hit the bell. I don't know how we're going to start it now. Well, we're moving on to something else, and I have no idea what it is. So, get to listen to my sultry sound.
I hope
until
these
it's back.
videos work out. It may just end up being an audio podcast for these until I can figure out the camera situation here. What was we going to move on to?
I watch them on YouTube more than anything.
Here we go.
The question.
We've got 4 minutes left. There's the bell. That means it's time for shotgun questions. I don't think that's as clever as I thought it was.
Yeah, it's okay.
I thought that would be pretty good. Let me turn it up a little. Let's try that.
Not a shotgun? Nice.
Nice.
I like that.
Okay. So, Chad, let me find a question here for you. Need some music or something. That's it?
That's all I have. Sorry.
I need more than that.
He did not prepare.
I want to. Yeah, I should have read through these before.
We're very ill prepared on every podcast. So you just have to.
What's your favorite '90s jam?
90s jam?
'90s.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go pretty much anything from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ooh. Like what?
Give it away. I'll just do it on the way over here, actually.
Was that '90s?
Early 90s, I'd say.
I thought that was 2000s.
No.
Because it was on Danny California, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, I'll go something else. How about Nirvana?
They're still around.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't say Nirvana.
Hold on, I'm going to fact
This is
check
a
here.
shotgun question.
Here's a quick... Oh, you want me shotgun?
You didn't get it.
What?
Somebody out there. It's a Nirvana question. It's a shotgun.
Oh, I get it. Wait, we need conspiracy theory.
I think he actually killed himself with a shotgun, so it wouldn't be a
No.
conspiracy.
He didn't kill himself.
Courtney Love. killed
Courtney
him.
Love shot him with her toes. What song did you say? Red Hot Chili Peppers.
But give it away.
Give it away. Let's see. That didn't help me. You're right. Released September 4th, 1991. Chad, I apologize.
I'll also say Sublime.
Oh, yeah.
Sublime's always a winner.
That's a very good
Pretty
point.
much anything 95 and below.
I'm going to go country. Anything Highwaymen in the 90s.
Highwaymen was the 90s?
Yeah. Very little of it was, I think, but now I need to
What about the
fact.
actual song Highwaymen?
I don't know what year that came out.
Speaking of a highwayman, this is off topic a little bit, but you know Willie Nelson decided just now that he's going to quit smoking weed?
No.
Yeah, dead serious.
That's where like most of his money comes from.
That's like Jesus coming back going, you know what? I'm a Muslim now.
Yeah. The Road Goes On was 1985. 1995. Highwaymen 2 came out in 1990.
Mm.
See what songs were on it. Hold on a second, folks. There might be a moment of silence here. Not for
silence.
not for someone dying, but
Moment of silence for...
Angels Love Bad Men. That was a good song that was on there. Okay, and one more question, Chad. Where was the one I saw about an elephant?
We'll also say Battle of L.A. with the Rage Against the Machine. Was also
They're
a
back
winner.
together, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going on tour.
I would love to see them.
They're trying to get them in a System of a Down to go on tour together.
They're not together anymore.
They're about to get back together.
Really?
Serge is wanting to bring out another. That would be a good concert.
Okay, Chad. Here's the
And
last.
Follow the Leader was with Korn was a 90s album.
Here's the last question of today, and it was submitted by a viewer.
Really?
No, I printed it offline.
I got excited for a second. Like, somebody cares.
Describe the color yellow to someone who is blind.
It looks like the sun feels. When you're outside on a sunny, like spring day,
I guess
chilly wind, but you feel that sun hit you and it's nice and warm. Boom.
that works. You thought of that way too quick.
Yeah, because I got a deep soul.
When you're describing a color to someone who's blind, do you start it by saying, "All right, picture this."
Look.
Look and listen to me for just. Are you looking at me right now? Seriously, are you looking at me right now? That's
I see
terrible.
what you did there.
So,
You didn't.
if you don't know, we have a Facebook page. I know you know. You're a part of. I'm
Not
talking
the blind
to them.
people. They can't see
If
it.
you don't know, we have a Facebook page for the Whiskey
Blind.
and Whiskers podcast, where all the episodes go on there, or the videos and everything goes on there, and you can see it there. But I was inviting people to become friends or become.
I'm inviting you to become a
like
friend. You have to do an interview.
Do you want to be my friend? Question number one.
I'm already here. So.
Okay, we're not friends.
Acquaintances.
I was sending invites to people to like the page, and I was just like going through, just like clicking people that I know, and I got to one person, and I started to click. I was like, wait, that guy's deaf. I doubt he's gonna want to listen to a podcast. I felt so bad, so bad. And then there was another guy that was also deaf.
I'll do a whole one with sign language for him. I will.
They're gonna watch
I will
the
learn sign
YouTube
language for
video.
the deaf people out there that want to learn it
All-
or want to hear it.
They'll watch the video. All you'll be saying is.
I'll have to learn sign language first, but I'll do it.
Oh,
That's how dedicated I am
man.
to this.
That's good. Oh, we're out of time, Chad.
Are we?
Yeah, we're at 30 minutes. This has been a long episode. Well, that's the end of Whiskey and Whiskers. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again for the next episode. Whiskey and Whiskers is brought to you by Joshua Harris, edited by Joshua Harris, with all appearances from Chad, the good-looking man. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next week.